Cristiano Ronaldo is going to Manchester, but it is not as a light blue. He is returning to Old Trafford as a United player. This is instant analysis. Faizal Khamisa with James Sharman. James, look, I'm a United fan, so I apologize for the next 4 minutes or 5 minutes of me being pretentious on top of my usual self. But oh my goodness, this came out of nowhere. Your thoughts, please.
Well, first of all, calm down a little bit there.
Sorry.
You're about to explode here.
Sorry,
but I understand your excitement. Let's not overthink this. This is a great day for Manchester United, for the Premier League. Yeah, we can get into tactics and how it affects the dynamic in the room.
I don't care about that.
This is Ronaldo, the prodigal son, a legend at the club, returning when he can still play. He's not what he was, obviously, but he can still play an important role. What a crazy 24 hours. It began with rumors that he wants out, and then of course the PSG link began, and then Man City, which never sat right with me. Had he gone there because of the rivalry with United, I mean, he may as well have gone to Liverpool at that point, right? So it didn't quite sit with me. But then the last couple of hours, it seems that the red half of the city hijacked the deal, or was he just leveraging himself to that club? Who knows? We'll find out in the months to come. But man, whenever a superstar player changes clubs, it's exciting.
Oh my gosh,
it's Ronaldo, Faizal. I mean,
it's Ronaldo.
He's the biggest brand in world sport. In world sport, and I know we're talking football here, but that can't be underestimated. What it means to Manchester United and their fan base, and the fan base deserves some give back by the ownership there, of course, with the Super League and the way they've let that whole stadium and club fall into disrepair in recent years.
It's Glazers in now, buddy. It's Glazers in after the summer they had with Sancho and Varane, former teammates, by the way, with Ronaldo at Real Madrid, obviously, another team that's rumored to be making some crazy moves. But and I don't mean to cut you off, James, but this just kind of continues what's been the most unbelievable transfer season in the history of any sport. I maintain that because we had arguably the two best players ever, okay? And Ronaldo and Messi, and you could argue who's better. I don't care about that right now. Both changing clubs in the same window. In the same window. It's just insane. I can't even fathom all the news that's happened in the last couple of weeks.
It is, and I mean, with Mbappe maybe going to Real Madrid as well before the deadline next week. I mean, so much for COVID affecting the market. Now, it really has, because outside the super clubs are curtailing their spending. Hasn't been the same window as previous years, but the big clubs, super clubs, are finding ways to pay to get this money for these big moves. And now Ronaldo, of course, isn't a big money move as far as transfer fee, but what he's on, his contract is huge. I'm sure he takes a pay cut to a certain degree to go to United. I don't know that, but it wouldn't surprise me because he was on obscene money at Juventus. But yeah, it just shows that, we need football to return. It returned great. We enjoyed it on the field, but we kind of needed this excitement in a window. And you're right. I mean, there's still a few days left. There's so much can happen still.
Right.
But every time I open my phone up and look, there's a new rumor which has come to fruition. It's just I love a good transfer. I really do. And man, it's been a great window for that.
Yeah, you've had a bunch of them to choose from. Look, again, we are no longer talking about Paris Saint-Germain with Lionel Messi on their team. Like, he hasn't made his debut yet, and it's already a secondary headline in this transfer window because Cristiano Ronaldo is coming back to Manchester United. Dare I say, now United have had the best transfer window. Is it still very clearly PSG with the Ramos and Donnarumma and the Wijnaldum and the Hakimi and obviously the Leo Messi at the top of that mountain?
Well, right now, I'd say it's still PSG just about, because the number of players, and there are also free transfers, right? So what great deals. I mean, Donnarumma on a free, he's young. I mean, what a deal that is. But if they had to sell Mbappe, then I think certainly at that point, maybe you look at United as having the best window. By the way, how Real Madrid can afford Kylian Mbappe, who's available for free next summer.
He's available
after
next year.
whining about how poor they are and how they need the Super League. I mean, anyway, that's maybe a topic for a different show at some point. We'll get to that at some point, Faizal. But today's about Ronaldo.
Yeah.
And I mean, listen, I'm a Liverpool fan. You know that.
I do.
I've got no love lost for United or Ronaldo, but I respect both, and I'm excited to see him back in the Premier League.
It's unbelievable, James. Thank you for your time. I'm going to go run the streets. I'll keep my clothes on for now, but I appreciate your time here, James. Thank you.
Maybe a cold shower would be a good option.
Yeah, I'm heading in there.